Hi, my name is Matthew Ball, and I'm a brand manager at Experience America. I run educational programs for students from all around the world. I also do marketing and strategy for the business, and I love what I do. I have my own apartment and my own life that I've built for myself, and I'm 19. By all accounts, I am a fully functioning member of society, which is pretty weird to me because I never went to college. And I feel like I have a different perspective because of that. Because, I remember how I used to feel in high school, right? Just constantly filled with anxiety and unable to feel any confidence about myself. And I don't say that to separate my experience in high school from other people's. I say that to relate to everyone's experience. Because we all know that feeling of not knowing if you're good enough, and feeling anxious about the future, and feeling lost. And society will tell you not to worry, just play the game and you'll be fine. Just do well in high school, get into a good college, learn hireable skills, and then you'll gain true independence, and somewhere along the way, you'll become an adult that's ready for the real world. And I didn't do that. So as someone who works in the quote-unquote real world, I have a lot of opinions on what people actually need to be successful, and how to shed those feelings of anxiety that we all have, and how to find yourself. So here are 5 steps that you can take right now to be a better you and create your own success. Step 1, have ambitions. Now, I know this sounds ridiculously simple, but I wholeheartedly believe that everyone needs goals that they cannot achieve today. Because having ambitions has 2 major effects. The first is that it makes you accountable. Moving towards your goals is on you and nobody else. And when you move towards your goals on your own, you're forced into a situation where you want to meet your own expectations, and it pushes you to be the person that you want to be. The second effect is that it gives you a reason to get up in the morning. It is so easy to get lost in the daily grind of life and to lose focus of what matters to you. And when you have ambitions and you're serious about them, every day becomes an opportunity to work on the next iteration of you. Step 2, have personality. Be yourself in everything that you do. I know you've all heard that before, right? But we all know that nobody can do you like you can. So why not turn that into an advantage? I don't want a single person in the world to be able to say things like I do, or have the same knowledge as I do, or have the same interests or taste in art or music or anything. I want to be unequally myself. And when people meet me, I want them to get a sense of who I am, and for them to remember that. And when you focus on expressing yourself to that degree, well, you stop having to focus on it, and you become a genuine person. And let me tell you, being genuine is a skill that not many people have, because you can start truly connecting with people, and you start to see yourself in your work, and you start to feel the confidence in knowing that nobody can bring what you bring to the table. And it's confidence like that that'll help you make it in the world. Step 3. Be as confused as possible. Again, now this step is a 2-parter. Please don't stop at just being confused. The key is to be confused and then do something about it. Which for me personally meant asking a lot of questions. I'm gonna level with you. When I started working at my job, I had no idea what was going on. And that was okay, because every time I got confused, which was pretty often, I cared enough to learn and to do my job correctly and to the best of my ability. But I didn't stop there. You should question everything you can. Because when you ask questions like, why do we do things in this particular way? You not only care about doing your job correctly, you care about understanding your job and improving what you do. You start genuinely caring about what you do. And when you care, you still get confused. But you're driven to do something about it. You just can't let it be. And it's the people who take action that get rewarded in the end. Step 4, have a drive to learn and experience new things. Okay, I realize I'm about to sound like an old man being mad at technology, but you realize that we all have supercomputers in our pockets at all times, right? We are constantly connected to the largest network of information in human history. So I'm happy to report that I have good news. Are you interested in anything? Because you can start learning it right now. There's literally nothing stopping you. All you need is the drive. Become a person that seeks out new information and new experiences, because you expand who you are as a person, and you can use that wide breadth of knowledge to connect with more people and improve whatever you're doing. Step 5, make decisions and stand by them. I'm going to be real with you guys. There aren't enough people in the world that do this. I mean, have you watched the news lately? But let me break down both parts of this. You need to have the agency to make decisions for yourself, because when you make a decision for yourself, you follow through with it. For example, let's take the choice of college. For those of you here that decided to go to college, which might be a few of you, I can say with 100% certainty that you made the right choice, because in making that decision for yourself, you're going to care enough to get everything that you can out of it. But there are people out there that didn't get to make that choice. They had to give in to pressures from the people around them and even society itself. And there's a chance that for those people, it wasn't the right choice. The second part of this is standing by your decisions, which takes a lot of self-confidence. But really, all you need to be able to say is, at the time, I took what I thought was the best course of action. You'll notice that this statement allows you to be wrong about the decision you made, which, yes, we are all quite capable of being wrong. But you can accept that you were wrong and still stand by the decision you made. It's called owning your mistakes, and it takes strength, but it's what we should all strive to do. Now, some of you might be thinking, why should I listen to this kid? He just got lucky. And you would be right, but here's the thing. When I started working at my job, I was just an intern that was only supposed to be there for 3 months, after which I was set to go to college. And as I went to work every day, I knew that a lot of the people that I would meet as a part of my job would initially judge me for how young I was. I could always see it in their reactions when they met me. And I didn't want to just take that. I wanted to prove to these people that I deserved a seat at that table. And I didn't want to just do a good job for a 19-year-old. I wanted to do a good job, period. Because, for people to find success, there are things that are out of your control that need to fall into place, stuff that you can do nothing about. But there are also a lot of internal things that you do have control over, which is what I did. I held myself to these values and did everything I could internally to fight against the one external factor I couldn't control, my age. And it's because of that my internship turned into something more. So to the people out there that wish that they could be more than what they are, frustrated by the external factors holding them back, take control of you. Really think about the person that you want to be, but don't just hope to become that person. Decide to be that person. Because trust me, making that decision for yourself holds a lot more power than you might think. Thank you.